Do you want to know how to make the best cup of coffee at home? I got a little recipe that I've been doing here that I want to share with you guys today because I've been really liking this. First of all, hi to all the new dads out there. This is Dad Reviews. This is where I give you my unedited, hopefully more authentic look at the products that we like, use, and have, and put in our coffee. So if you're interested in that, you might want to consider clicking that subscribe button. So I've reviewed this coffee pot before. It's the Black & Decker coffee pot right here. And I brewed me some coffee. And then what I do is I make something called butter coffee. And I got this from the Bulletproof diet. It's actually something that's been done for a long time in other countries. And just here in America, we're used to our sugar and cream. So this is kind of in my opinion, a healthier way to drink coffee. And it like really satiates you so that you don't feel those hunger pains like within 2 to 3 hours, which has been fantastic for me. I've been really loving that. So I use my Ninja blender. Y'all remember this thing? I use it to make smoothies. I've started using it with my coffee. The Ninja blender that I recommend, which I'll link up down in the description below, it comes with 3 different bases. And so I make my smoothies in this one. This one's kind of like for food prep. And then I've been using the smaller one to make my coffee in. So I basically measure it out with my coffee container. I pour that into here. And then after I pour that into there, I went ahead and put in some Kerrygold Irish butter. This is unsalted Irish butter. Super good for you. Grass-fed cows right here. So you're still getting all those good vitamins and minerals that come from the grass-fed cow, because that is what the cow is used to eating. They're used to eating grass and not grains, and so they get all of those extra goodness from that, and they're not injected with hormones and antibiotics and all that type of stuff, if you're worried about that type of stuff, which I'm trying to optimize my body, especially in the morning, as best as I can. Now, the other thing that I've been doing is I've been adding this brain octane oil from Bulletproof. It's basically just a fancy MCT oil, and MCT oil it stands for medium chain triglycerides, and your body uses that energy faster than it does other fat content, other fats in your bodies. It's almost like a direct boost of energy of fats, but that is derived from coconut oil, and I actually ran out of this morning with my first cup of coffee. And so there's an alternative, which you can just buy another type of MCT oil at the store. It's kind of hard to find. You have to go to kind of a natural grocers. I'll link up this thing down in the description below as well if you guys want to check this stuff out. There's also, he makes another one called XTC oil, which is it's the medium chain number 8 and 10 as opposed to just number 8, and they have different things that they do to your body. But since I ran out of everything and I don't have anything, I'm just gonna actually take some regular coconut oil, which is what the MCT is derived from. This just has a lot more of the chain number 12 in it. But just to have that extra boost, I wanna be able to get that into my diet. So I'm just gonna take a good spoonful, I guess, something like this right there. Some good saturated fats in there, and I'm gonna add that to my coffee that's in the blender here. It's kind of hard to do this with one hand. Let me go ahead and just plop that right on into there. There we go. Go ahead and scrape that off, try and get the most amount in there. Now, once you have your coconut oil, it's good too if you like coconuts. The secret ingredient that I've been using, to make my coffee have a little extra kick, a little extra yumminess, is I've worked with this company before. I really like their products. It's YourSuper.com. They have a new one called Mellow Yellow. It's mainly made for inflammation and stress relief and all that type of stuff. I've been adding it to my smoothies, which I've been really but I've actually been adding it to my coffee. It's got cinnamon and turmeric in there, ginger, some pepper. I don't know what luma luma is, or ashwagandha, but it's like a yellowy powder. So if you I really whenever you smell this, you really smell the ginger that's in there, but I do not like ginger. I think it tastes like soap. And so, but whenever I add this to my coffee and I blend it up with the butter and the oils and everything, it really enhances that cinnamon flavor to it. So I've just been taking maybe I don't know, that much. There's a spoon right here, and about half the spoon, I guess you could say. And then we're just gonna put that right on into there. And I'm gonna blend this up in my blender. This blender. If you guys want to check this stuff out too, this Mellow Yellow stuff, they make a whole bunch of different products. I've actually done other reviews of them, but if you use offer code DADREVIEWS, you'll save like 15% on your order. So go and check it out if you're interested in it. Let's go ahead and show y'all how this is blended up. So like I said, I use my Ninja blender, again, linked up down in the description if y'all want to check it out. It's my favorite blender, lasts a long time. The motor's up top so it doesn't get bogged down, and the blade in there has 2 blades on it as well. The bigger one has 3 blades, which is super cool because it can really chop up some stuff for smoothies. So, blend this up. The butter was already nice and melted. Got to get that coconut oil and that YourSuper stuff blended up in there. Doesn't take long, about that long right there. And take that off, and then I kind of prop this little guy up and I give it a little shaky shake. And you'll see that it's got this nice head on there, kind of like a beer or whatever, whenever you're pouring it from into a cup. And excuse the messy dishes. What I like to do is hold the top of this blender piece so it doesn't fall out. And then I'm gonna try and do this without holding the cup. Hopefully it works. Yeah, we got it. And that right there is gonna be some amazing coffee. Take my lid. If y'all want to check out this cup too, I really like it. It's Contigo, which I like Contigo for a lot of reasons. They have a lifetime warranty on their products, so if anything goes wrong with it, I've actually had to use it before where I contacted them and they sent me the parts that I need. But also, this one is metal, which I like metal things. I think it holds heat a little bit better, and it's insulated too. And also, it keeps the coffee in here good for hours as long as you close your little valve right there. So open it up, take a sip. Oh, it's so good. Like I'm so surprised that you can't taste that ginger that much in there. That cinnamon really comes through. So if you like, you know, some Middle Eastern spices and that type of stuff, India spices, I think that you'll like this coffee. So if you guys, again, want to check this stuff out, Mellow Yellow, I'll link that up. This is the coffee that I've been using because we ran out of bulletproof coffee. It's called, or it's made by Archer Farms at Target. It's called Organic Sumatra Manhaling. I don't know if it's the best coffee or not, but I've been liking it, and it hasn't been giving me the runs. I've talked about that in a previous video where I used to drink coffee all the time and it really made me have diarrhea. This stuff has been really good, so I'm really digging it. I'd love to know what kind of coffee you guys are using down in the comments below, and tell me if you've ever had butter coffee before. If you guys are liking what we're doing here and you want to check out any of the products that I talked about in today's video, I'll link it all up down in the description below. You guys can go and check that out. Otherwise, I'll put some videos right here about all the bulletproof stuff that I've been using, the brain octane oil. I actually use the coffee pot. I'll put a playlist of videos right here about all the products that I'm using to make my coffee. Y'all click those videos. I'll see y'all in that video. Thank you, dads, for watching. That thumbs up is always appreciated. Please share this on Facebook. Definitely appreciate that. And dad out.